there's a long way to go. When I was here last, some of the schedules would have had the dam completed by now, but the country's looking very fresh. Looks like it's had a nice drop of rain on it. The river's got more flow in it, and people in Brisbane and southeast Queensland are getting along quite nicely, thank you. They didn't need the dam, and they won't need the dam, and there are better options for the dam, and all we need is a great big dose of common sense brought into the way we use our resources. This land we're standing on feeds us. We're in a world where food shortages are already today threatening more than 20 million people with starvation, and the number's growing every day. And climate change is making food production less certain. The spread of cities is taking prime food production land. The use of chemicals and other destructive technologies is reducing our ability to feed 6.5 billion people. So how on earth are we going to feed 9 or 10 billion people when this young fellow is my age? We need to keep our farmlands so that we can simply feed our people. And that applies to these great farmlands in this wonderful food basin close to Brisbane, the Mary River. Also need, if we look after body, we need to look after soul. We humans are inspired by the planet that we're on. It made us who we are. And the connection in the Mary River with all of us on Earth is clearer than perhaps anywhere else on the planet, because here is this stunning ancestor which brought the backbone out of the seas onto land. Here is the iconic Australian lungfish, which tells us so much about who we are and how we came to be here. No lungfish, no human beings. And yet, thank you. And yet, you know, I spoke to the chief custodian of our environment for this nation, Environment Minister Peter Garrett, the day before yesterday. And I said, Peter, how could you even entertain the idea of obliterating the prime nursery for this globally iconic species and drive it closer to extinction? You must not even consider the Mary River Dam because of its destruction of rare and marvellous species, the lungfish, the turtle, the cod, at least 29 other species. This is a centre of magnificent species diversity, longevity, security, and it should be there for our children, our grandchildren, 1,000 generations from now, as it was here 1,000 generations ago for the Gubbi Gubbi people. And that is our job, and that is our task. You can stand here. Look, you are the knowers of our age. You are the folks standing for all it is to be on this beautiful planet, sharing it with such a great range of species, all of which inspire us and make us as human beings fulfilled. You are the people here in this valley who understands what this valley means as a source of production, as a source of heritage and wonder, and for the future. And you are standing for all Australians. And let me tell you this, if 22 million Australians knew what was going on here, there is no way this dam would go ahead, because they wouldn't let it, and our task is to tell them so they help us stop it and not just leave it. To the vested interests, to the bureaucrats, and to politicians who don't have and haven't inherited the spine from the iconic lungfish to stand up for this planet and its future. You all have. And we are the lungfish people. We not only have a spine, but we have a great pair of lungs. And Canberra is going to hear those lungs growing right across this country as more and more people get to know about this outrageous, unnecessary, costly, second-rate, better alternatives are awaiting proposal. And I can give you this assurance. We will keep this on, and Rachel Seward, who is going to be here today, and Christine Milne, who's vitally interested in what is going on here, and my fellow colleagues in Canberra, will ensure this issue is fought right down the line until we hear the Minister for the Environment or the Prime Minister of this country say, wrong way, go back to the Bligh government, you cannot proceed with this misconstrued and wrong project. So all strength to your arm. Thanks for having me back here again. And I'll be back again. And I'll be able to speak to the folk in Canberra who matter here. I expect I will see Kevin Rudd very shortly. I haven't since the election. But things in the Senate require that we talk more. Let me give you this assurance. It may be about luxury car taxes. The issue might be private health insurance. It may be that they want to discuss the order of questions in the Senate. Doesn't matter. The first time from here I meet the Prime Minister of this country, this travesty of a dam at Traveston will be on the agenda. Kevin Rudd. So all strength to your arm. Thank you. Thank you for being such noble spirits. I've been through this with the Franklin River. They had spent 70 million on the dam there before that one was stopped. They actually had bulldozers and the whole works in there, and the gorge being gouged out by bulldozers when that one was stopped. There is a long way to go here, and the utter foolishness of this project means that before they get go, they're going to get no. And that means yes for better water alternatives, yes for keeping these farmlands, yes for respecting the Gubbi Gubbi heritage, and yes for respecting ourselves as human beings and our obligation to the fascinating other creatures, habitats, and this beautiful natural environment we all experience here in the Mary River, in Queensland, Australia, on planet Earth. Thanks, everybody.